Hello, my name is Amber Bell from Training Dynamo. This video will be providing you tips and tricks about Microsoft Dynamics GP. I have been working with Microsoft Dynamics GP since around 1999. I love the product and I've been able to share a lot of tips and tricks at different GP events around the country. I'm a member of GPUG, or the GP user group, and I'm also a GPUG All-Star. I love the product, and I hope that you'll see today that there's lots of ways to get more out of the system and ways to make it easier for you and your team. Today's tip is something that I shared at the 2018 GPUG, or GP User Group Summit in fabulous Phoenix. The session was called From GP User to GP Superhero in Less than 1 hour. If you'd like to register for the next User Group Summit, visit www.usergroupsummit.com. You can find more information about the GPUG Summit on this website. The next User Group Summit is October 13th through 18th, 2019 in Orlando, Florida. If you're watching this video and that date has passed, go ahead and visit the website anyway for more information about the next User Group Summit. At the 2019 User Group Summit, I will be presenting several Academy classes. These are typically 4-hour workshops with hands-on learning, and those will be on October 14th and 15th, 2019. Again, if those dates have passed, visit the User Group Summit website or www.gpug.com for more information about additional Academy classes or events. The first tip we're going to cover is a general ledger tip. If you go to the GL Summary Inquiry window, you'll see information in a grid. We're going to be showing how to take this information and get it out into Excel very easily. You can do this with the Summary Inquiry window or the Account Rollup Inquiry window, or basically any window in GP that's a similar layout, so a nice, easy to read grid. If you'd like information on how to create an account rollup, you can visit my website. I'll show you that. And you can also get step-by-step directions on this specific tip on my website. My website is www.trainingdynamo.com, and if you visit that website, you'll see there's GP tips and tricks at the top, and we went to General Ledger, and you'll see that there are links to creating account rollups, and also a link to using text to columns for GL balances. But today we're going to go ahead and demonstrate how that's done. I'm going to go into GP, and I'm going to go into Financial, and I'm using the GP test company, so I don't have as much data as you'll have in your system, but you'll get the idea when I do this demonstration. We're going to go under Inquiry Summary, and I'm going to pick an account. So I'm going to go ahead and come into here, and I'll pick Accounts Receivable. So we'll go ahead and pick Accounts Receivable here and hit Select. I have to pick a year with data, so we'll pick something here. So you'll see the different transaction dates and the different balances, and I want to get this out into Excel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to print this, but I'm just going to print it to screen. And I'm going to take this information, and I'm going to hit Control-C, or copy. I can also click Edit Copy if that's easier for you. We're going to go into Excel, and I'm going to create a new workbook. And I'm just going to hit Control-V. It thinks I have 2 sections. I'm going to go ahead and hit Control-V. Okay. At this point, it looks kind of crazy. It's not in an easy-to-use format. I'm just going to select column A, go up to the top and click Data, go to Text to Columns, and use the option for Fixed Width. Click Next, and what that does is it tries to put a line break where it sees the breaks. Sometimes it's wrong, so in this case it sees period and it puts a break between the period and the number. We just double click and get rid of it. You can create additional breaks by clicking and then double clicking to get rid of them. But in this case, it's pretty smart. It found the breaks that it needed, and we're just going to hit Next. I can choose to skip or reformat, but since this one's really easy, I just hit finish, go between the A and the 1, and I'll resize. So now you'll see that I have the different balances for each month. I've only have data up to period 5, so I have my nice clean data. And what I want to do is take this information and just save it, and I'm good to go. So it's pretty easy to do. If you go on to your Excel, you see we have a couple screenshots of what we just did where we hit Control C, highlighted the data, pasted in Excel, went to the data, hit text to columns, picked fixed width, got rid of that extra line break, and you'll see it has some instructions on the top. Okay. This is what we ended up with. If you're using a current version of Excel, they've actually added tips and tricks on how to use Excel that are embedded in Excel. So if I go into Excel here, and I go to File and Home, at the top they have a Welcome, Take a Tour, Formula, Pivot Tables. These are actually a nice step-by-step tour, and they include information to teach you how to do things like splitting, how to transpose and sort and create tables. So it's definitely worth taking a look at those tips and tricks. Even though they're not specifically just about GP, it's a great way to learn about Excel that's built in and free. For more information about any of the tips and tricks you've seen, or for questions about Microsoft Dynamics GP, visit my website, www.trainingdynamo.com. You can also follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn at Training Dynamo.